Hey everybody, we're gonna go for stretching in this video. You don't have to have any equipment. What would be helpful would be a pillow or something that can cushion your knee, because we're gonna do some hip flexor stretching. And then I have a strap here I'm gonna use because we're gonna do some hamstring and calf stretching as well. So if you have like a robe with a strap, you can take the strap out of the robe and use that. That's really helpful. Or you can just use your hands. That's fine too. And I'll show some modifications for that if you don't have any equipment like this. You could also use like a resistance band, like a long one if you have one of those, a TheraBand. So I feel like most of you probably would, but if you don't, I'll give options. So we're gonna start on our backs. We're gonna start with the hamstring stretch. So lying down, and then if you have the strap, you're just gonna wrap it around your foot. Make sure it's in a secure place so that way it doesn't fling back at you. If you don't have a strap, you're just gonna grab onto your calf, okay? So let your head rest heavy, let the rest of your body be heavy. Your other leg is straight onto the ground, and then you're gonna flex your toes towards you as you stretch into your hamstring. So you don't want to force it to where it's shaking or anything like that. You just want to keep it in a good position to where you feel a nice gentle stretch into the back of your calves and your hamstrings. So flexing the toes towards you and just breathe. A few more breaths here. Last breath in. Exhale, let it go. And you're gonna begin to bring your leg over to the side for an inner thigh stretch. So if you don't have a band, you're just gonna hug your knee in and let your knee fall out to the side. Okay, if you have the band, you're going to let your leg fall out to the side, kind of point your toes down towards the ground, and you just feel that nice stretch into the inner thigh. And notice if your opposite hip starts to lift up, try to ground it. That way you're nice and secure into your body. Again, focus on breathing. Kind of point your toes down towards the ground. So you have this little angle, this little external rotation into your leg that you're stretching. A few more breaths here. One last big breath in. Exhale, slowly start to rise your leg up to the sky. And then you're gonna bring your leg across your body and let your hip stack over your opposite hip that's grounded. So option to keep your knee bent and just do a supine twist if you don't have a band. You can also still bend your knee if you have a band. And then make sure both shoulder blades are on the ground and just stack your hips. So you're just getting this nice release into your hip, into your low back, and opening into your rib cage and your chest. A few more breaths. Nice inhale, rise your leg back up to the sky. And then you'll release the band, if you have it. And then you're gonna rise up to a seat. We're gonna do a seated figure 4 stretch. So with this, plant your foot on the ground. Whatever leg you were just stretching, you're gonna stretch with. Okay, so I'm on my right leg stretching, so I'm gonna plant my left leg and then cross my right leg over my knee. And then you're just staying propped up here into your arms. You kind of open through your chest and shoulders. And then for a deeper stretch, you just walk your left foot closer towards your butt. And then you want to draw your right knee away from you. And again, lengthen through your spine. Stay open through your chest. You just feel a stretch deeper into the hip, into the glutes of the right leg. Continue breathing. And then you're going to slowly uncross your leg. I like to lift my hips up a little bit to do so. Shake out that leg. And we'll switch sides starting with the band. So, and the hamstring stretch, if you have it. So grabbing or wrapping the band around your foot in a secure spot. And then you'll lie yourself down, leg up to the sky. Flex the toes towards you. You start to feel into your calves, into your hamstrings on the left side here. One big breath in. And then exhale, bring your leg out to the side for an inner thigh stretch. And turn your toes down towards the ground. If you don't have your strap, you're gonna hug your knee into your chest and then let your knee fall out to the side. Ground into your right hip. A few more breaths. And then slowly bring your leg through center and across your body towards the right as you gaze to the left. Hip stack, you can bend your knee if that feels better. And if you don't have your strap, you're hugging your knee in and bringing it off to the side. big breath in. Exhale, begin to raise your leg up to the sky. Release the band from your foot. You'll rise up to a seat. You're gonna cross your right ankle at your left knee, and then your left ankle at your right knee. Kind of depends on where you're at. And then your foot is planted on the ground. You prop up and open, lengthen through your spine. And then you just draw your left knee away from you. And still stay grounded into your sits bones. So notice if you're kind of lifting off onto one side, try to stay even there. A few more breaths. Last breath here. And then begin to rise your hips a little bit here, uncross. And shake it out. And we're gonna go into your hip flexor and your psoas. So grab a pillow, a cushion, if you need one. You're gonna be kneeling onto, let's start with your right leg kneeling. And then your left leg is gonna step in front of you. And from here, you wanna make sure that your legs are hip-width distance apart. And then you're gonna tuck your hips, engage your glutes strong into the core. So you're getting rid of that arch into your low back, okay? And then you feel a little bit more open through here, or a stretch through your hip flexor, through your quads. Just with each inhale, focus on expanding, growing a little bit taller. As you exhale, get a little bit deeper. And then inhale to reach your right arm up and overhead. Side body stretch, obliques, psoas. And inhale to rise, lower your arm. And we'll go ahead and switch sides. So kneeling onto your left knee. Step your right foot forward. Feet or legs are hip-width distance apart. And same thing, you want to tuck your hips here. Lengthen through your spine. Yes, my head is a little cut off there. There we go. So tuck your hips, open into the hip flexors, the quadriceps. And breathe. With each inhale, lengthen. With each exhale, get deeper. Inhale, reach your left arm up and over to the side. And keep your hips tucked. inhale to rise and release. And you can move the cushion away from you. And we're just gonna do a little upper body stretch before we end here. So you're gonna come onto your belly and we're gonna stretch into your chest. So you're gonna bring your elbow at a 90-degree angle and then align with your shoulder joint. And then you bend at the elbow with that 90 degrees. Palms face down onto the ground. And then with your other hand, you're just gonna press into that hand and overlap your body like so. So you're stacking the left side body onto the right. And then you're just getting that nice stretch into your right side of the chest and the shoulders. And you just wanna make sure that your ear stays grounded. And just breathe. And slowly unravel. We'll switch sides. Elbow at 90 degrees on the left side. Press into your right. Draw your ear to the mat. And then open to your left side. Chest. And shoulders. Go ahead and unravel here. Now plant your hands. We'll come into quadruped, hands and knees. We'll just do a few sets of cat-cow. So inhale, expand your chest forward, drop your belly. Exhale as you round, press your spine up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come to neutral. Bring your knees wide, toes to touch. We'll send back to child's pose. So hips to heels. Reach your arms forward. Let your head drop to the ground. One big breath into your back. Inhale, walk your hands over to the right, open through your left side body. So expand into your left side rib cage. On an inhale, slowly walk through center, across to the other side. Open through your right side body. Inhale, walk back to center. Just last stretch pose here, resting in child's pose. Just come back into your body, focus on breathing. You can stay here as long as you need to, but that finishes the end of our stretching. So take your time in child's pose. I hope you all have an amazing day, and we'll see you soon.